Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video here today on my channel. And today we are here at Bahrain in round 2 of this championship. Last race out we did not score a single point, and that was just because of a big mistake I made. Unfortunately I can't find my recording anymore of this race. So SEMM looks to be the fastest. It is fully dry this race. You know, it's obviously Bahrain, so it's going to be pretty dry. As you can see, update wise, SEMM was the fastest in the first round. That's why they got 1-2. We were the 4th best team, and we should have scored good points, but I made a huge mistake going over the sausage curb, so I crashed. But right now we should be more in the mix. We should be closer to the top, and that's all. That is what's important. So this championship exists and is based out of not realistic performance, but different performance for each car. And you have update points and update money to basically spend on your car and update it and make it better. The top 3 teams are on a legal part at the moment. So this race we've been, as you're going to see, we are way closer to the 3rd best team compared to the other races. First race we were just nowhere. We actually were the 7th best team, if I'm not mistaken. So going into this weekend, I missed pressing recording on the quali, so we are going to jump in from the race from 1.5 laps. So I unfortunately missed the start as well. I got a bad start. That's all you need to know. So let's go into the race now. So you join me when we have a full course yellow. So this means that we have to put on the pit limiter and drive around on pit limit speed. Which basically means that it's going pretty slow, as you can see. I think there was a big incident. I started P9 and had a bad start, got overtaken by Benton Reader, I think, who pushed me off the track in the hairpin. So I had to kind of do a comeback race from here, because obviously this is not where we're supposed to be. So yeah, this Volkswagen Yellow basically stayed for I think 2 or 3 or 4 laps, which is a long time because every single lap is basically 3 minutes, maybe even longer, on the 80 kilometers an hour cap. So it's a long time. It's kind of like a virtual safety car, but just very slow. So yeah.
So this full course yellow period will end soon. I will count down then. And if I'm counting down, at green, you can go. So be aware, it will end soon. So full course yellow will end in 3, 2, 1. Green, go.
So for me it was in the middle of the corner, which obviously is not ideal. Ooh, look at that, yeah, it's very tiny for me, this little screen on me. Anyway, we got underway again, which for the first time, as you can see, oh my, that sun is brilliantly in their face. This race was a couple of weeks ago, so it's kind of also not perfectly in my memory. Anyways, I had a big gap ahead because I put my pit limiter too early, so I lost a lot of time doing that. Which is very, very stupid. They count down, and then when they have to count it down, you have to click it in, but I did it while they were counting down, so that was a bit of a mistake, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem, as we are a lot quicker than these cars ahead. I was just trying to find my rhythms, find my pace, and just get closer to him, and obviously not make any mistakes. So that's what we're doing here. As we now are at the end of Sector 2, and I did see that Rustenmeyer was struggling a lot on those options. I think he's on the option tire, which is the medium. So I saw a chance here to get a little cheeky better exit, and I thought, why not? Slipstream is quite big here, dirty air as well. You get a lot of understeer going behind another car, so you already have to have it from the slipstream you get, and we make that move stick, which is pretty nice. But yeah, these cars have a lot of dirty air, so high speed, it's very hard to keep it behind and not understeer off the track. But we did a good job there of getting Rustenmeyer. So next up is Maximilian Jaeger in the Beta Giulia. Is pretty much in quali a very strong car. They just struggle a lot of race pace, it seems, especially in these early races. What I can see. Like a lot of the qualifying sessions where they just out-qualified us, even like in the next race that I've already driven, but You know, they have got insane pace in quali, but in the race stream, I think it's maybe tire wear that they have that is really just putting them back. But yeah, I was saying, talking about the tires, the soft tire is this one I've got on right now, obviously, and that is called the performance in the mod. So that basically means it's performance, option, and prime is hard, option is medium, and then the performance is soft. I was struggling a lot there in the brain. Oh, look at that, beautiful. I think I make a beautiful switch by move here on Jaeger, going for a better exit speed and then going over the exit and just getting him. Obviously, he's also on the option tire. The first race I started on the. We did not think that the performance tire would hang on a lot. As like real life, they should be pretty much dead after a couple of laps, like 5 to 10 laps. But last race, someone took them for 25 laps without, you know, losing too much time, and he ended up winning the race, I think. So, or actually getting P3. So they go on for a long time. They stay good. They obviously lose time after a couple of at a certain percentage, and they lose some more at the end. But you can pretty much carry them on for a long time, and we did not know that the first race. So obviously we learned from that, and that's why we are using them and starting on them right now. So now we've got up back to P9, which took us a couple of laps. I think around 2 laps we took. I don't know. I can't see it anymore. But yeah, we catched up to them, which means basically that we've got a lot of pace. Compared to these cars, to these teams, and we're closing up to Meshida, which is the last race winner, which, you know, is pretty crazy, considering they were the best team last race, and now they are pretty much almost close to what we could be doing and what our pace was. So this race, they dropped off quite a lot. They didn't upgrade. We didn't. I think we upgraded quite a bit in the drag site, and then obviously they didn't upgrade anything, and then Vanguard and Scuderia Cesario did upgrade, so they were basically in the top 4, uncatchable. So I think Curtis there got a very bad exit, and I took a chance. I think going on around the outside, I just knew that I had the grip and the pace anyways to go doing that. So we get that job done. Pretty good move, I do say so myself. We have to be careful though of him repassing. I think he backs out. Yes, he does. He kind of just knew that I was quicker, and he didn't bother to re-overtake me. I think he just wanted to use me. So yeah, we went away. We drove away, obviously, from him. He's already 1 second behind us. He did hang on quite nicely, I would do say so. For a new team, they are a new team this season. They've actually come out of the blocks very well, and I am pretty impressed with how they did that. Anyways, on the back of Meshida right now, you know, he seemed to be struggling. I think he was using the option tire at the opening stint, and you kind of obviously have to use 2 different compounds. So our strategy this race. Oh,
understeer, I've just completely fucked it.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. That's a big mistake for me, which is not ideal, obviously. But the understeer on the dirt here was just insane. Yeah, I was basically, I'm telling myself to focus, because you know that's like a little mistake that, you know, I should make. So we have to re-overtake Curtis now. But our strategy was performance, option, performance. I think you know, you have to use different compounds, and it felt like the performance was actually quite good and could hold on to tire wear, almost similarly to what the option did, but the option was just like 6 or 7 tenths slower per lap, so it was pretty obvious that we had to use the performance for majority of the race, but we just had to use the option at one point. As we go wide there, I think that was his corner, and I just I tried to make a move there that shouldn't be there, so yeah, that was I think my mistake going for that, but luckily we didn't make any contact, getting a damage, and we could go on. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, running option just hurts you a lot in the race, which wasn't ideal. It was meant for this tire to be like 3 laps and it would be dead. It would be like a qualifying tire, but right now that's not what's happening. It's more like an actual one of the best race tires of the 3. So yeah, we are closing in now again on Curtis, closing a lot on this straight. Obviously, with the slipstream being so overpowered and strong, we can actually make these moves, especially on Bahrain. Bit of a lockup.
6 seconds to left lamp.
So yeah, my teammate Alex is in P5 right now, doing a very good job on this race. As we now are to very close to Meshde again.
Broke early.
As he
Yeah, Michael, stay calm.
Yeah.
We'll get him. Good race from both of you so far.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's our teammate, our team boss, Yanis. He's our team boss. He was a driver last season and won the championship, but he decided to step down, and he signed me to replace him. So, yeah, that was pretty. He was an alien. He's really quick.
No, don't do it, please, don't do it. Here, you. What are you doing, man? Poland, bro. You joking?
He doesn't have patience.
Yeah, he went by like the end of the middle straight, and then like on that fast left-hander, and he wasn't even alongside enough that I just wasn't gonna close that door.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know, Pascal, they made a move. He already did a pit stop. So you know, he was a lot quicker. As we now actually close up to Meshde, and we make a move on the outside into turn 1. Basically, you can see that our tires are pretty dead already, but you know, we still had the pace to overtake him on those option tires. So that just shows how good those tires are. But you know, this was crucial for us to be in front of him, as we could now.
I'm going in.
Yeah, we could. That was better. Yeah, we didn't want to be held up by him at all. So yeah, we pit this lap at the end of lap 20.
Sector 3, slow car sector 3.
Meshde pits as well.
Meshde joins me on the pit stop, which isn't ideal because he's going to the performance tire now, and I'm going to the option. So we are probably going to be re-overtaken by him, as he just has the quicker tire now on this stint. I'm just hoping that on the end of the stint, together we can be on the performance, and I could catch him again. Because I feel like I had more pace this race than him, and I was doing a pretty good job. Yeah, as we go out now, we're still in P7, which is really good for after the pit stops. We did a very good long for our first stint, but it was still going to be tight. You know, doing 20 laps.
You didn't see Pushka's tires.
No,
Okay, no problem. Just try
I don't even know what Meshde's on.
Yeah, so I didn't know Meshde was going to be on. I don't know why I didn't expect the performance to be on there, as he started on the option. The primes are just not a car and not a tire you want to be on. They're so slow. I think they were doing about 3 seconds a lap slower, not 3, but like 2 or 1.5 seconds slower per lap, which just loses you so much time.
yeah, I think Pushka is faster than me as well, so I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Meshde is obviously already on the back of me with those performance tires, and we were already under pressure from him. But I thought here to just let him by and follow him and try to get some more, get some slipstream from him. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, his own performance. I let him through.
Why are you braking so late, brother?
Yeah, so
I'm gonna let him through if he doesn't lose too much time, but that's not really the case, man.
Alex told me to let him through. I wanted to let him through, but as you can see, they don't have any straight line speed. So as much as I wanted to leave the door open, let him overtake me, and just
Speed is really bad.
exactly what I'm saying here. He just didn't have the straight line speed to overtake me.
We're on the same strategy pretty much, so. And we have, I think, the better strategy for the end of the race.
Yeah. There's some options, so they're gonna do 2 performance now, I think.
Pushka is on performance.
Yeah, Mesh as well.
Going into turn 1, he actually brakes a lot on the apex, and we tap him on the rear by a slight amount, and it does give us nose damage. Dark blue means that is
I literally gave him like the smallest touch.
heavier damage than light blue, but
Or pain.
nose damage isn't that bad on this mod for some reason. So we should be fine.
Forehead now, but it's all good, I don't mind.
So you know, at the end of lap 23, we onto lap 24, we lose the slip. I mean, we don't really lose slipstream fully, but we lose the 1 second gap, as he was just way too fast. I mean, it was expected. They have got downforce on that car together with a better tire. We're just not going to keep up. So I just tried to do my best laps here, try to keep focus. We've got Curtis already still 4 seconds behind, which is pretty impressive still. Alex is P6 at the moment, so we're kind of hoping that Reuven does not catch up to him too much, and that we can keep at least one car ahead of him. Pushka is a teammate of Meshte, so he's they're both in the same car, and they are both very quick drivers. They're pretty much aliens for what I know. I don't know how much of my pace deficit to them is car and what is me. I know that I'm not the best driver on the grid. I try my best. I think I'm getting closer every race, but
or pushing the tires.
Yeah.
we're not there yet. I think I'm just very good in race pace.
Catching to me, Pushka is pulling away.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm like smooth as fuck at the moment.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying here. I'm a smooth driver, so I'm worse in quali.
I'm matching my PB like a 32.3, but
I'm matching with P32.5.
So yeah, I was doing good laps. I was doing pretty consistent, and my tire wear is better than my teammate because I feel like I'm smoother. No hate to Alex, he's a great driver, but yeah, I was just I think I don't know how, but something about my driving just makes the tires hang on more and longer. So that is definitely positive for me. But yeah, we're just trying to do the best here. And close up to Alex, I think. Because I think I was closing up to Alex. I'm not sure. So yeah, a couple of laps later, as you can see, we are closing up to Alex. We are now 6 seconds behind, so we closed up quite a bit. Meshte obviously is also closing up quite a lot, and that is worrying us, as we don't want to lose that position, obviously. And we want to keep it close to each other. So it's. I'm just doing my lap still. As you can see, tire wear is kicked in a bit, so we are doing slower lap times now, and the understeer and just slower in general. You can see it, and I felt it as well. But that's just what it is. As we're now catching up to Willami, and Willami is a backmark right now, and basically his entire season already, he's been very annoying.
Flags, fellas, come on.
Indeed, to get by, as he just doesn't move out of the way, which is very annoying. As obviously we're in a very hectic race, and they're racing for P14 and 15. As Victor B is now slowing down, Willami's making the move on him on the outside. He's making it 3 wide, which is just, I mean, as very smart by B, he goes out of the way.
So warning for Paulo Williami, blue flags.
Luckily, he gets a warning for it, but he's had so many warnings this season that it's starting to piss me off a bit, because it's actually insane how many times he's just blocked drivers and lost them a ton of time, which he's not in the same race. He's not supposed to do that stuff. I mean, he is in a battle, fair enough, but even if you're in a battle, you should both go out of the way, because this is that's just blatant in the way, and it was really hindering me that lap, which isn't ideal, but we move on anyway. So yeah, I think a couple of laps later again, and Meshte has overtaken Alex right now, which isn't ideal. Obviously, we are both on the same strategy, me and Alex, so we're both on the option tire. So that's not ideal. We kind of knew that was coming, because obviously that tire is just so much faster. I think on the same tire we were doing very similar pace, but I was getting it in sector 1 and 3, I think, and he was getting it they were getting mainly in sector 2. So it was very equal.
He's got a bit before us, which means that he's gonna obviously undercut. So
yeah, as I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking about when he will pit and when we will pit.
Yeah, me too.
So we got about, I think, 22 laps.
Poland went in.
I think 22 laps remaining right now, which you can do the performance as we saw in the first stint, where I did 20 laps with the soft on the starting fuel. So I think it should be possible. I think we just wanted to extend as much as possible until we realized how much time we were actually losing, because it was not just to Meshte that we were losing time, but to everybody. We were just slow in the stint, like very slow. I mean, the fast lap you can see in the bottom of your screen.
For Paulo Williami, please mind the blue flags.
Yeah, as that is race director, obviously giving warnings and penalties if necessary. But yeah, 30.9 is fast lap, and I think that's obviously on performance tires. So it's not ideal, but and the cars are just quick. I think the fastest car was about 5/10 a lap quicker than us on just pure performance and pace. So that is
Let's at least get 2 more laps in.
It's pretty much what the gap is at the moment. So
2 more
yeah.
laps at least we need to do.
So we're gonna do 2 more laps. I think that's the plan. But I think at the end of the day we didn't do those 2 laps, and I think we went to the next lap.
So guys, when are you gonna fit?
Soon.
I'm on
thinking about
50%,
it.
so I've
Yeah, the
got
medium
some,
is fucked, isn't it?
I
it's
noticed.
fine for
Yes.
me, a lot better than in practice, but I've got 50%, so I can keep going for a bit.
Yeah, 53 for me.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'll keep it one or two more laps.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of more pace in it with the soft,
Yeah, but if
even
you,
for 20
Yeah,
laps.
you don't want to have
that's for sure.
too much laps on the softs, because they're gonna...
Yeah,
be,
I just don't want to die on the softs, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, so as you can
Well,
hear,
how-
Doing
with
laps on
the-
softs is almost dead, so...
How was the
prefer-
wear on the first stint with the soft?
Low, 20% or something.
yeah, so around the 20% mark is when the tire actually dies.
I reckon we've
yeah.
had around lap 38, 39.
Yeah,
Yeah.
38.
So I was thinking 18 laps on softs would be perfect because we will have a lot more pace at the end as well. At the end we didn't do
I
that.
would say next
to
lap.
focus the
Full course yellow in 3, 2,
that's good
1.
for you.
Full course yellow now.
Limiter in.
Yes, okay, so we get full course yellow, and last lap, both Masha and Alex Kresvic both pitted onto the soft tires, and we haven't, and this is huge because right now we're gonna get a massive advantage.
Like, I have nose damage, blue, like dark blue.
We had a huge advantage because of this, because they pitted, they lost about 20 seconds, and we're only gonna lose 4 seconds. So we have a huge advantage right now, and pretty much concluded or like guaranteed P6 this race. So obviously I'm right behind Pushka, who also pitted, and you know, we were thinking about maybe overtaking him at the end of the race as well, if we had the pace with obviously fresher tires than him. So yeah. So as you can see now, we are approaching the pit lane, and I just want to show you how extreme. How good this is, because obviously we're doing 80 kilometers outside of the pit lane and we're doing 80 in the pit lane, so oh fuck, what the fuck, that was basically the same pace. The only thing that you lose is braking, change the tires for 4 seconds and going back on track. So this is huge for us. We were like around 1 second behind Pushka before that happened. He just overtook us as well,
And don't
with new tires. So you know, it's just it's huge like this. We're right behind him now.
Fourth gear again.
4.1 seconds. It's one of the quickest pit stops we've got, I think. Our pit lane, pit crew is quite good compared to other teams as well. So yeah, we're now pretty much P6. We've got a huge gap to Reuven and Alex. So we just need.
You're like half the straight.
Oh yeah, you can see the car on the right has crashed, and that was just his pedals broke. So
finish it, see how
that's why there was a full course yellow as well. So yeah.
Okay,
And full course yellow will end in 3, 2,
second
1. Go, 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 green.
As we have another restart, and now it's basically push as much as I can on these new soft tires. We've got perfect tire wear. We've got the newest tires of all of the drivers around me, and a decent gap to Pushka. So all I have to do is try to catch 3.5 seconds, which I thought was going to be pretty possible. So a potential P5 on the cards, but you know, we had to push like full flat, and that's pretty tough.
Just try.
You know, Alex is reminding me to just drive. I can become a bit hot-headed in a race sometimes. That is not new to me, but he always, you know, keeps me focused, and that is really good to have. But yeah, only 3 seconds now. I think 3 seconds. I think in the first couple of laps we kept it around 2.8 seconds to 3.2 or something. Keep it around there. I really tried my hardest to push as much as possible. I was completely focused, but you know, every single time I gained something in the first sector, I lost it in the second sector, and then you know, pretty similar to third sector I think as well again. So you know, it's really tough. You know, we had really low wings this race, which isn't the meta right now, which we figured out after this race. But you know, it was we were pretty fast in straight line speed, even though we have the lowest horsepower of any engine on the grid. We have low drag, and we've got a huge amount of low wings on it as well, because we have a high downforce car philosophy. So you know, we're good in the corners. So we thought we could low wings for us as well. So yeah, trying to push as much as possible. 3.1 again as well, so you can see it was 2.9 after sector 1, and now it's 3.1 again, so it's kind of yo-yoing about in that area, and it was really tough to keep it close. So, you know, a couple laps later, we only have about, I think 11, 12, 10 laps. I can't really calculate this right now, but it's late at night, so that's why. You know, it's 4 seconds now with Pushka, so you know, I tried my best to keep it close. Maybe I lost a couple of, I think I had a couple of laps where I just lost focus, like this one. 6 tenths down on pretty fresh tires is not ideal. Yeah, it's pretty hard to keep it, keep on it every single lap on this game. You're actually going to be surprised of how much it is. You know, on the F1 games, if you do one bad lap, you're like 3 tenths down. If you do one bad lap here, you're not maximizing every exit or focusing on every exit, you're losing around 6 to 7, maybe even a second if you're really not focused. So it's really tough to keep yourself focused, especially when you're in middle of no one's land and you just have to drive on your own and do laps and go as quick as possible. Because you know, I'm not seeing Pushka right now. I'm not seeing him, so it's not like I can target that or I can hope that I can close her. You know, he's not that close to me, so it's really hard to keep it up. I think, you know, here 1 second slower, I was just not doing a good lap here, and it cost me a lot of time. So yeah, it's not ideal. We have to work on that. It's something that I didn't realize in the moment, because you know, I'm just driving, probably thinking about other things, but you know, it's just a bit of a bad habit to have, to keep, you know, not fully pushing, and that's resulting in a lot of pace loss. So yeah. So you joined me on the last lap of the race. Nothing really happened from here. Gap with Meshde got a little closer to about, I think, 6.8 seconds, and then I regained on him back to 8 seconds. You know, Alex tried to catch up to Reuven, but similar to what I had with Pushka, we just didn't have the pace and didn't have the, you know, at the end the strength to go and get to him and past him. So at the end of the day, it's a bit of it's a good result. At least it's points this time. I'm very proud of that as we cross the line.
Let's go.
Waving to Pushka there.
Yep.
So, you know, always at the end of the race, on this game, and luckily you can do some cooldown lap, and I thought, why not just do a couple of donuts while I'm at it. So there you go, you got a couple of donuts for you. Anyway, I'm really happy with this result. At the end of the day, it was P6 and P8, which obviously is a lot better than no points. So you know, this is a step in the right direction. So at the end of the day, after this race, the standings are as follows. In the race, or in the drivers, I am now P8 after scoring in one race only, which I think is pretty good, already on the top 10. So you know, Poland is leading this standings right now, with pretty much 2 second places, I think. So he's doing a very good job. Vanguard Engineers is in first as well, without being the fastest car at any Grand Prix. They were just the second fastest team at each race. We move up into P5 after being P7 without points before. So you know, that's really good. I think at the end of the day, I think we maximized our performance. You know, finishing at both SC events would have been even better, but I can't complain too much. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe as well if you like this content, and I'll see you guys in the next round in Kailami.